few years ago, it seemed like every developer wanted a piece of the auto-battler pie following the success of Dota Auto Chess. Now though, the genre is no longer the big trend, and indie developers want to put their own spin on it. Enter Necroking, a roguelite with a mix of auto-battling and deck building from KORO.Games. That's right, two gimmicky genres for the price of one. That's not necessarily a bad thing though. In battle, you draw cards from your deck, each one either being an auto-battling unit, which you can place on a 4-column board to do its own thing, or an instant-use item, which allows you to influence the battlefield. You can spend mana to draw an extra card, or to play the cards you already have, but your units are constrained by a second currency, souls. More powerful units cost more souls, and when you have no souls, you can't play more units until one dies, or you harvest more souls with your unit's unique abilities. This means that combat is often about creating an overwhelming wave of units in one go, since you can't just place every unit you have. In boss battles, which have unlimited enemy units until you kill the enemy commander at the right side of the board, you'll often start off with a small force to hold back the enemy, then slowly build mana and harvest new souls until you can play a bunch of powerful units that win the game. It's simple fun that occasionally asks you to engage your brain. The other part of the game is the map, which is mostly kinda boring. Your goal in each run is to reach the top right corner of the board and defeat a boss. Along the way, you need to manage your resources, use monuments to combine units, and buy new units from the trader. That said, there's some deck building strategy here. You aren't forced to take every unit you have into battle. Instead, you can freely add or remove units to fit the situation and optimize your draws. I started off playing Necroking on easy mode, since the game suggests you'll need to. And that was a mistake because the easy mode removes basically all challenge. Once I tried the game again on normal mode, I enjoyed it a lot more. There's a pleasing incrementalism to it all, fighting simple non-boss battles to build up your army, moving on to a couple of minor boss battles and using all your best units to destroy them, then culminating with the final boss and barely winning with all you have. Unfortunately, the structure of the game undercuts the parts I enjoy. To begin with, this isn't a roguelite with one single map you try over and over again. Each time you complete a map, you then move on to the next one. The story continues, but you lose all your units and upgrades, and now the game is harder. When you die, you restart from the latest map you were at. The early maps are easy, and you'll win without trying at all. Then the game gets harder until winning becomes an enormous pain. Each time you do win, you lose everything, and it feels like being punished for succeeding. Even worse, you can only permanently unlock new units by spending points that are lost if you lose a run, and you can only spend them by finding a certain object on the map. If you don't unlock this stuff early on, then you'll struggle to unlock the content later, because the game is now harder, making it harder to get upgrade points. If Necroking was outrageously fun or deep, I might be willing to overlook the annoying difficulty curve. But as it is, I find myself ambivalent. If you really like auto-battlers, this is a decent one for only a few dollars, but I'm unconvinced it's worth more than a couple of hours of your time. Necroking is out now on PC for $4.99.